Oh, chat, what is up? How are we doing on this Friday? It is WBC quarterfinal day. We've got who's playing tonight? I know we got the US and Canada. I think that's probably I say that's the main draw, but I don't think it is anymore. We've got US and Canada, but before that we've got Korea and the DR. I don't understand the timing of these games exactly. I don't know why. Like, does the NFL ever play their championship games on the same day at close to the same time? They always make sure that they're completely finished. I don't understand why one game is starting 2.5 hours after the other. Doesn't make sense. Fun Fact Friday. Oh, we're changing Feud Friday. Luke Appling's age 42 season was incredible. All right, let's go look. I mean, this is where I get all the ideas for podcasts anyway, as you'll see by this week's. Let's see here. Luke Appling. And before I don't know, do we need to see the video of him hitting a home run in the Old Timers game? 42 season, 1949, a 5.1 WAR. Jeez. Let's see, hit 301, 439 on base. Not as much pop, but I mean, the guy's 42 years old, so we'll give it to him. 125 OPS plus. 5 home runs. He had 5 triples as a 42-year-old. 21 doubles, 58 ribs. What are these stolen base totals? How are you making a 42-year-old run 19 times? But his final season, he went 2-0. Didn't get thrown out at all. Walked 121 times and 24 strikeouts. Wow. That's pretty impressive. I can give you guys a heads up on what this week's pod is. I am doing, after I found out about him here on stream, I am talking about Ken Williams. Not the White Sox GM, but the original 30-30 guy, who that 30-30 season, he hit more home runs than he struck out, which is incredible. I think of his 14 seasons, I believe he never struck out more than he walked. And he only hit under 300 twice. And I think those were both one of them was in the middle of his career. It was 280. Oh my God. But I think the other one was the first or second year when he was with Cincinnati. I don't know, but I love guys that walk that much as opposed to strikeouts. What did Ricky? I know Ricky obviously walked a lot. He held the record, but if I put Ricky, I guess there's a space there. Let's see. How many times did he strike out fewer? A couple. Well, a couple. I'm going to say a lot more. He generally walked. Oh, wow. I guess he walked more than he struck out almost every year except for 2002. So he was 43 at that point. He played longer than Luke Appling. So his 43 and 44 seasons, he struck out. And okay, once he hit 40, it got close. But I mean, still to be that close is cool. But otherwise, he still walked more than he struck out every year. His third year in the big leagues, he didn't, just barely. And just by 5 that rookie year. So almost, probably even more so percentage-wise than Ken Williams, Ricky did. That's interesting stuff. That might be a good stat head search, is to see just guys that struck out more. I texted the wrong person to see if Mark was able to record. All right. And surprisingly enough, the random people that, not random, but the other people I know that I texted if they wanted to record at a certain time today were not available. All right, let's get into it then. It's Friday, so it's Feud Friday. It doesn't really affect us on starting 9, but what does affect us on starting 9 is the fact that I am missing my pen. There it is. And that we are 6-0 with 3 home runs so far this week. So it's a good week. I don't remember the last time I went 9-0. It's been a while. It's been a while, but we got 11-game hit streak too, so that's nice as well. So let's get into it. See how we do. We'll only do it once, but I think we should start with...
I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. Third base.
You feel a 9-0 coming. Well, that might be your mistake for putting your faith in me in that regard. All right. Like, if you need me to pick you up at a certain time, put your faith in me. If you need me to mail something for you, I'm your guy. Put your faith in me. If you need me to check in and feed your cat while you're out of town, put your faith in me. You need me to go 9-0 and starting 9, that is misplaced trust. I'm just telling you right now. All right, here we go. Third base. See, this one, well, okay. We know some things already. I mean, this might be Jack Howell. That would be cool if it was. I don't know who Heiss is, if that's how you say that name. But this is telling me that this is an American League game, and we've got a time frame knowing when the DH started in the 70s. I think this might be Jack Howell, because this would be the time, 70s and 80s. I only know him as an Angel. I know he's played elsewhere. Maybe Baltimore, I want to say. I'm not sure. But I know him mainly as an Angel. So let's go with that. No, might not be Jack Howell. All right. Well, let's do this. Unless there's a pitcher batting in the not numbered 9 spot, let's go DH. All right, we've got Cecil Cooper, and I forget Tovar's first name. Tovar. I forget his first name. We'll have to look him up. Bobby Heiss. Heiss. I don't know who that is. I do know who Cecil Cooper is, though. I think of him as a Brewer, and Tovar, I think, was a Twin, which would make sense. They are both in the American League at that point. Caesar, yes, there we go. Roy Howell. I don't know who Roy Howell is. Jack Howell, I don't know. I always liked Jack Howell. I don't know why. Let's do this. Let's go with the Brew Crew. We never have the Brewers. Let's go with the Brewers. Milwaukee is the Algonquin. Algonquin word from sorry. All right, let's go Brewers. No. All right. Let's go with a power spot because we're in the, I think, 70s. So let's go first base. Okay, well, that kind of tells us who this team is. Shane Spencer. I don't think this is Shane Spencer. I don't think it's Spencer for Hire. What other Spencers are there? I don't think this is Mr. and Mrs. Howell from Gilligan's Island. Cecil started elsewhere. Well, I think he started in Boston. Does this guy... Cesar Tovar? I don't. What's the party reference? I feel like I should know that. It's in all caps, so I should know it. All right. I mean, we've had the Red Sox, but we also know that we have to have multiple Bill Nolan articles. Nowlan. All right. Oh, what? Hold the phone. Red Sox article by Ralph Caola. Like payola. Okay, Wayne's World. What is the Wayne's World reference? I mean, I know that line from Wayne's World, but what brought it up? I'm super curious because I love Wayne's World, first of all. Love Tia Carrere, second of all. And I was just trading Wayne's World memes last night with oh, you were referencing the Alice Cooper. Okay, that was Backaways. All right. Yes. That movie, I should watch that again. I was going to watch Step Brothers again, which I've seen a million times, but I need to watch Wayne's World. I love when they've got their passes and they're just like showing anybody that'll look. Does this guy know how to party or what? All right. I am just still amazed that this is a Red Sox article that is not Bill Nowlan writing it. And I think that is Jack Howell. I think he did play for the Rangers. We shall see. All right, we've already got some guesses in chat. 235, 226, and then a 335. Okay, that was a misprint. We got 235, 226, 1975, 14 hits, 19 runs. Or I'm sorry, 19 hits, 14 runs. I haven't taken my meds yet today. It's not extra innings, that's for sure. All right, I'm going to go. There's one Red Sox win out there in Sabre games written by you. Oh, so there are people do write about the Red Sox that are not Bill. It's strange, but true. All right. Let's go. I'm going to go a little bit higher. I'm going to go 242. 242. Oh, let me update this before I forget. 242. And get your over-unders in and send it. Oh, I just missed it. Just missed it. We all missed it, but I missed it by the least. Damn. Oh, I should get a damn in there. That's a good loser. I think I was obsessed with making sure they were all baseball related, but I think pop culture is in play. We'll get a Good Times reference in there. All right. There is Cesar Tovar for the Rangers. Toby Harrah. Jeff Burrows, the rain delay. Lenny Randle, the ball blower. Roy Howell, it was. Another Mike Cubbage sighting. And Jim Sundberg, who Ricky tortured. And Fergie Jenkins. Let's see Roy Howell. What's this guy doing? Texas, Toronto, and Milwaukee. Oh, pretty good numbers. Third baseman, 11-year career. I'd take it. Mike Cubbage. Why all the Mike Cubbage all of a sudden? All right, for the Red Sox, we've got Bernie Carbo. That would have been a giveaway. Yaz was a giveaway. Fred Lynn was a giveaway. Would be a giveaway. Jim Ed would be a giveaway. There's Cecil Cooper. Carlton Fisk is one of two. And I want to see Enrico Petrocelli. Heisey. Bob Heisey. From Fairfield. Wow, he is local. He's a local boy. Okay. He's still around. I wonder if he lives around here. This is where I lived growing up, was in Vacaville. Let's see. Mets, Giants, Milwaukee, St. Louis, California, Boston, Kansas City. He's a good grid guy. He looks like he was a base card is what we're calling them now. A base card. Fergie got the loss, not his best game. Louis Tiant went with the complete game. They were both Hall of Famers just on the mound. All right. This is good. 7-0. I met that guy, Damn Drops, once. Damn Drops. I have no idea who that is. Why am I not getting your references today? I did get up kind of late. I'm not going to lie. I might have gotten up right before it was time to come here because I was working on the pod late. Damn Drops is an American food critic, celebrity rapper, and TV presenter. He initially gained popularity on the video sharing site YouTube. Thanks for describing that. As a Five Guy. Oh, I think I've seen him before. Does he usually do it in the car? Like he'll get something and he'll eat it in the car or something like that? I do know this guy. That's weird. How did you meet him? Oh, I was referencing Good Times in Florida, whatever her name was. When the husband dies and she goes, damn, damn, damn. And it was very controversial because you didn't say that word in primetime TV, apparently. I just remember this from repeat. I didn't see this live. I was not watching TV. I don't know if I was alive at that point. No, different reference. I think we determined you're younger than I am. All right, here we go. Next game, game number 8. We can start with third base. That's always good. All right. We've got a Rodriguez. It might be Chai Rodriguez. And a Bell, which, I mean, it could be any Bell. It's another DH game, which is good. Oh, that seems like a kind of place you would meet him at a cheesecake or a cheesesteak fest. What's everybody's take on cheesesteaks? I don't care for them. I've had them in Philadelphia. I've had them where you're supposed to get them and where the locals tell you to get them. I've had them elsewhere. I just don't like cheesesteaks. I don't like American cheese. And that's generally what they come with. I don't know. Saying that might get me in trouble these days. I don't like American cheese, but I don't like cheesesteaks. Not a big cheesesteak guy. Now, is this Buddy Bell or is this Aaron? Not Aaron Bell. Who is there? You are indifferent. You are ambivalent on cheesesteaks. I don't think this would be A-Rod. I don't think he would be hitting ninth at any point. Cheese Whiz. Yeah, isn't that? But it's kind of the same, right? It's like processed cheese. And I don't like... I can deal with processed cheese if it's going to be on nachos, but that's about it. I'm a cheese guy. I do like me some cheese. I don't think that's A-Rod. Bell. I mean, just A-Rod would have never batted ninth. I mean, unless this was like from his rookie year, I don't even think he would have batted. Go provolone. Check out the Cheesesteak Factory. Cheesesteak Factory. I mean, there's cheesesteak factories all over the place. That's a local chain. I know there's one semi close to me, but we don't. I know my wife doesn't care for cheesesteaks. I don't really care for them. I will try to note that though. I'll remember provolone as opposed to whatever they usually use. I really don't know what this one is. I'm going to do this, though. I'm going to pretend it's Buddy Bell and go with the Rangers. Just until I know anything different. No. All right, let's go DH since we can. That doesn't help. Doesn't help at all. If this is Eric Fox, I will be so psyched. I don't think it's Red Fox. We know it's not Jimmy Fox. Megan Fox, possibly. This could be a rock and jock type game. Could be a celebrity softball game. Probably not. Johnson. I think of Dan Johnson, A's and Rays legend, but I don't think that's him. Andy Fox, there's a good one. Aurelio Rodriguez. I don't know who that name sounds familiar, but I don't remember. Andy Fox might be more likely. Not Nellie Fox. No, we're positive. We're positive who these Foxes are not. Eric Fox and Andy Fox are the only two that we have not ruled out yet. Another Wayne's World reference. Foxy Lady. It's not even Me Monday. Let's see how many Wayne's World reference. Nick Johnson. Ooh, Nick the Stick. I was gonna say Yankees, possibly for either of these teams. Let's do that. Let's go with the Yankees. Nick Johnson. That's a good poll. Good comms there. Good comms. New York Yankees. No. Okay. Let's stick with power positions. Let's go first base. All right, we got Ty Wigington, the guy that I can never remember, and I'm going to assume this is Carlos Pena, not Willie Moe. Never seen Wayne's World. If she were, she would be Le Renard, and she would be hunted only with her cunning as defense. I cannot hear that song Foxy Lady without going, Foxy Lady. It's sad when people sell out to sponsors. All right. So Ty Wigington played for like 8 teams. Carlos Pena played for like 5 teams. Carlos Pena played for the Rangers, which we haven't had. Played for the A's. Played for the Rays. Played for the Tigers. And I don't know who else. This is not the A's. I don't think. I don't remember a Rodriguez at third base for the A's. Okay, this is why I want to start a Discord so we can just watch Wayne's World and reminisce about Wayne's World. And now I want a Stan Mikita donut. I don't think this is the A's. I mean, it could be Dan Johnson and Carlos Pena, but I just don't ever remember a Rodriguez at third but the A's. Ty Wigington, the Mets, the Orioles, and I never remember what his other teams were. We do know this is an American League game, though, for sure. Prior to Interleague. No, this is not prior to Interleague. Because I was still in Atlanta when Interleague started. Ty Wigington. I don't think that's Willie Moe. God, I am tempted to pick the A's. Why not? I think we're going to get this one. I hope. I just don't remember a third baseman. Yeah. All right. I guess we should go pitcher. All right. So this is the Rays. All right. Well, we know who this team is. Hopefully, that's who we need. Tampa Rays. Whew. All right, we're doing it. We're getting there. September 28th, 2010, Price Rays beat Orioles to clinch second playoff appearance in 3 seasons by Thomas J. Brown Jr. I was thinking Orioles because of Wigington, but that isn't who we needed. So I'm glad we went pitcher. Let's see, 5-0. This is September 28th, 2:49. That's a good shout. So I think of 2010 games are 3 hours base. This is at the end of the season, but this clinched a playoff spot, so it meant something. So the O's probably didn't put out, they probably put out their normal lineup. I'm going to go over 3 hours because if this was an important game for the Rays, I'm going to guess they probably did some strategerying. So I'm going to say we got a 249, 301. I'm going to go 312 to get my 12 in there. 312. Get your over-unders in on 312. And let's see what we got. What do I know? 208? What the hell? 311, you are off. Plus 311's an awful band. I will never guess 311 for anything because they're an awful band. Awful band. Almost as bad as Crazy Town. Not quite as bad. Almost as bad as Crazy Town. Let's see how the O's put a good lineup out. Well, the O's put a lineup out there. They were bad this year. Julio Lugo. He's on the dental list. Domestic. Robert Andino, Nick Markakis, Ty Wigington, Jake Fox. He was a Yankee at one point, was he? No, but he was an A. I'd send 2 Foxes for the A's. Adam Jones. Let's see, what picture do they... Oh, well, his eyes aren't closed, but he doesn't look pleased to be there. Matt Wieters, Nolan Reimhold, Josh Bell. I was trying to think of his name. Is he still playing this year? Oh, this is a different Josh Bell. Never mind. Brad Bergeson. I have never heard. Oh, we got Cougar, Mark Hendrickson. Nice. Look at this. He did not play baseball at Washington State until his senior year. He was a all-conference basketball player. All 4 years, I'm guessing. He did not play basketball until his senior year. He was drafted out of high school, and then every year, despite the fact he didn't play baseball until that final year. And he had an NBA career. I'm surprised it doesn't have a link to his NBA page. Huh. Interesting. All right, then we got John Jaso. Ben Zober. We got a bunch of A's up here. Carl Crawford, Dan Johnson, Matt Joyce, Carlos Payne, BJ Upton, Reed Brignac. There's a name I haven't heard for a while. Sean Rodriguez, and then David Price. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think Matt Joyce played for the A's. Oh, he did. We got 5 former or future Athletics here. I don't think Sean Rodriguez did. No. Nice. They wouldn't make the playoffs again until 2012. I remember it was either the year before or after. Oh, it might have. No, it was 2012. It had to have been 2012. Dan Johnson, it was the final day of the season, and Dan Johnson hit a home run to win the game for the Rays. It was just down the right field line. And I don't remember what it did, but I remember the A's were playing the Mariners, and I got tickets for it. I didn't work it because it was the A's. I just wanted to enjoy the game. So my wife and I were sitting right behind home plate watching the Mariners A's, and I was watching the Rays game on my tablet or my phone. I don't remember which. And Johnson hit that home run, and I stood up and cheered in the middle of something where nothing was happening in the game, and I got crap for that. I'm sorry. I'm oversharing. All right. Did I already put that one in there? 13-game hit streak. Here we go. Final game. Can we do it? Third base. Pie Trainer. I think that's probably the get. Well, I hope we need the away team. We've got Pie, Don't Call Me Megan Trainer, and Mike Myers for our Wayne's World reference. All right, let's do it. Oh, no. This is not good. Not good. I mean, it tells us it's in the National League. It gives us a time frame, but still. Not good. All right. I guess we'll go pitcher. Be a Hall of Famer. Be a Hall of Famer. Oh, jeez. What is this? YDE. Yeed? Is this Yee? Was Kanye pitching at this point for the Bucks? Johnson. Meyer and Johnson. It sounds like they make shampoo and other household goods. It's not Randy. I'm positive it's not Randy. I have no idea here. Johnson. We've had the Phillies. Usually don't double up on the Phils. So we've got like the Giants and the Dodgers. We've got the Cardinals. Is it Walter Johnson? That might make sense, wouldn't it? That might make sense. Let's do the Giants. Why did Walter not come to mind? Might be the Nats, the Washington. Who else would have been on those teams? Let's go second. Harris, that didn't help me. Let's go with the wait. Were the Senators in the National League? I mean, this could be a World Series game, but Walter Johnson, I thought, was the Giants and the Senators. Possibly the Marlins. I don't know. I mean, there's only so many teams at that point. The Cubs was not a Walter Johnson. Could be the Braves, but that's not Walter Johnson. Washington was AL. Yeah, again, you're asking me to think. I thought Walter Johnson was the Giants and the Senators. Walter Johnson. Oh, Christy Mathewson is who I'm thinking of. Big Train was a lifer for the Senators. All right, well then. I mean, this could be a World Series. I'm going to just send it and see what we get. I had it originally. mean, you guys helped me out, but I did say the Senators originally, so I'm taking that. I'm taking full credit for that. And we've got a 9-0. I need a celebration. Celebration. I make a list of all these cues I need, and then I forget. 150. This is 1925. I bet we're going to have a time of game here. Although you've played this already, so I might go 152. October 11th. All right, this is a postseason game, obviously. 1925, the Big Train tosses shutout to put Senators on cusp of second straight title by Gregory H. Wolfe. This is probably a quick game, though. It is probably around 2 hours. I definitely got Matheson mixed up with Walter Johnson because I just remember shoot, what's his name? One of four brothers. I've done like 8 podcasts and videos on him. He died at the Niagara Falls. He left. The reason he was on that train is because he left the Tigers, I think, to go to New York to sign with the Giants because Christy Mathewson was there. And then they're like, well, we can't. You're already under contract. 110 shutouts for Big Train, most of all time. I'm going to guess that that's not going to be challenged. I mean, I don't know. Ed Delhante, thank you. Think about it. When we are dust, right? We're gone. We're long gone. 100 years from now, assuming that the Earth isn't destroyed in the next couple of days anyway, what is baseball going to be like if it's even still around? Maybe it circles back and pitchers go 9 innings on the reg. Who knows? It could happen. All right, let's see. We've got a 150. We've got a 132. We've got a 147. I think you guys are all right on it. I'm going to go 146. Kind of split you all. 146. Send it. 2 hours. Brian is the only winner. Only winner in the group. 2 hours exactly. Although at like 4:05 and on October 11th, it might have been getting dark at that point. Let's see. For the Buccos, Max Carey, did he not play for the Yankees at some point? He did not. We obviously just looked him up. Maximilian George Canarius. Oh, I gotta know why he went by that name. I gotta know why he went by that name at some point. That's next week's pod. Pie Trainer, that gave me, I got the Bucks. Sam Rice, I'm not going to go over the story about his catch again. It might have been in this series. Bucky Harris, Goose Goslin. Roger Peckinpah. Now, I know he played for the Yankees. Yeah. Muddy Rule and Walter Johnson. How do you say this guy's name? Emil Edie. That's kind of cool. Edie. YDE. Now I know. He had a really good year in 24 and 25, and then something happened. He had a farm accident in the offseason. All right, well, we did it. 9-0, 14-game hitting streak, 3 home runs. 3 home runs, 4 RBI. We didn't exactly hit well with runners on base. But the Gooch. Who's the Gooch? Johnny Gooch. Wasn't the Gooch, wasn't there somebody from like Willis's buddy on Different Strokes? Wasn't he named the Gooch? Why did What, this was an 80s sitcom trope. I got a little bit of help, but I think that 9-0 is a legitimate Jeff 9-0. I think I did pretty well. Oh, he was buried in Nashville. I know where that cemetery is. This was an 80s sitcom trope. It was Arnold's bully. The Gooch. Oh, yes, the Gooch was on Scrubs, too. Oh, I haven't watched the new Scrubs. I got to watch that. Where there was always... Oh, it was Kate Micucci was the Gooch. I love Kate Micucci. She is so funny and talented. She's part of Garfunkel and Oates, they are freaking hilarious. I don't know how I can remember her. Well, because she's got a weird name. Maybe that's how I remember her. But there was the Gooch on Different Strokes. There was Cockroach on The Cosby Show. I'm pretty sure that Mike on, what was that, with Alan Thicke and Joanna Carnes. I don't remember the name of the show. I think Mike's the Seavers. He had a friend that had a weird nickname too. Like they all had friends that had a weird like nickname. That was an 80s trope. Has anybody watched the new Scrubs? I don't know if you guys are Scrubs fans or not. I love Scrubs. And apparently the new this reboot kind of has the heart that Scrubs did, which is what Scrubs was. Skippy from Family Ties, good call. They all had that was the way you wrote sitcoms in the 80s, I guess. Screech. Was there anybody in Wayne's World that had a weird nickname? I don't think so. All right. Well, we did it. 9-0. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, no janitor. Well, Kelso unfortunately passed away, I think. Janitor is surprising. Like, he's gone on to have a good career. He seemed like he would... I don't know if he didn't want to do it, or if they didn't want him, or what. But that's kind of... I bet he shows up at some point. I bet he guest stars at some point. All right, let's do a... Thank you, Paul. I don't think Paul's been here all week. I hope he's on vacation. I haven't seen him on social media. Hope he's doing something fun. All right, let's do a daily walk-off. Well, let's see if we're going to do a daily walk-off. Top 5 RBI at second. Okay, we'll do this one. 70s, top 5 hits. 2018, top 5 homers. And played with Brent Rooker. Since this guy, Danny Murphy, debuted in 1900, I'm going to say he didn't play with Brent Rooker. I'm going to say he didn't have any home runs at all in 2018. And I'm going to say he didn't have any hits in the 1970s. Just putting it out there. Is he still alive? Oh, well, that's too bad. Okay, no. It's too bad that he's not on the show. It's not too bad that he's still alive. All right. I think we can put Eddie Collins over here pretty safely. Reggie, Rudy, and Campy. I think that's okay. We'll put Chappie over here. Pitt. Yeah, probably Piss. And probably Lowry. Well, Piscotti. Oh, yeah, Piscotti would be down there. Dick Green has got to be over here. Oh, you know what? No, neither of those were second baseman. Joe Rudy was at third, wasn't he? Hogan Harris is a pitcher recently. I don't know who either of these two are. So I'm going to guess that they're current players. That's got to be right. Although, I don't even know. None of them played with Rook. This has got to. I think this is right. The only thing I'm concerned about is no Dick Green. I think that's right. Rudy was left field. Yeah, I think this is right. I think we're gonna nail it. Nailed it. Nailed it. All right. I hate to say, but we're doing well, and it is Feud Friday.
The Guerin family. Pam, Bob, Lynn, Dude, and Mary Jean. On your mark. Let's start the Family Feud. With the star of Family Feud, Ray Coe.
All right, let's do it. I had a good grid yesterday. We'll look at the grid after I play. I usually don't. I don't say I usually don't. I 50-50 I play the grid if I'm not streaming. I have to look at the categories. That's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know why I always think of Rudy as third base, but he clearly wasn't. Ken Jenkins is definitely alive and kicking. Today was a hard day for the feud. Uh-oh. Well, let's see how we do. All right, Hall of Fame and played left field. Well, there's a Ricky square right there. Here's a Ricky square. Here's a Ricky square. Here's a Ricky. I got 4 Ricky squares. No Don Mattingly square. So let's think about this. Hall of Fame, Sal Bando. Captain was at third. You know, I know surprisingly little about the Swinging A's teams. I really do. I have books about them that I have not read. I know surprisingly little about them, and I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of that. I'm training myself to grip the ball a new way, which is why I usually have a baseball around anyway, but why I have one at my desk. Which one is going to be the highest scoring Ricky square? Is it going to be Red Sox Mets? Red Sox Hall of Fame? It's not going to be that one, right? That's going to be like Ted Williams. That's going to be Ted Williams. Played left field in Hall of Fame. That might be our Ricky square. And then played left field for the Mets. Probably not. I think this is going to be our highest Ricky square. Unless it's like Yaz. Well, let's go. I'm going to put Ricky here. And I think this might be $2.99 for Ricky for us. Calculating. 6%. You think it would be here, really? As opposed to Ted Williams? I'm going to put Ted Williams here. $17%. I'm going to say that's number one. Because I think it's going to be spread out amongst many people. Hall of Fame for the Phillies. Lower right. All right. Yeah. I agree. That's the way I put him there. Hall of Fame for the Phillies. I mean, it could be Ed Delahunty. It's not. Schmidt. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's right. I was trying to go back further, but no, you're right. Mike Schmidt. Definitely Mike Schmidt. All right, let's do the played left field. Yeah, I was trying to. I was really trying to go back. I was like, I was trying. Wee Willie Keeler or some. Wee Willie Keeler wasn't on the Phillies. I was trying to go back like dead ball. I was trying to go dead ball. All right, played left field for the Tigers. I mean, Kurt Gibson. Ty Cobb was center. I mean, I'm sure he played left at some point, but he's not going to be number one. Chet Lemon. I don't think he's going to be number one. Could this be a recency kind of thing? I don't know who's played left field recently for the Tigers. I don't know who's going to be number one there. Al Kaline? I don't know if Kaline was a left fielder or a right fielder. That's the thing. I generally know guys as outfielders, unless they were a center fielder. I generally know center fielders. Like Ted Williams. Ted Williams was a left fielder, right? But I think I might be incorrect. Pedro could beat out Pedro or Big Papi for that matter. I think Ted Williams though is a good call. Yeah. But like I was saying, I believe Ted. You're asking me who's the current left fielder in Detroit? I have no clue. That's the point. Ted Williams was a left field. Well, here, I guess we've already used him. We can look him up. Yeah, he was a left fielder primarily. He played some right at the beginning of his career. But I think of him, when I think of him, I think of right field because he's got whatever they called that, the right field bleachers after him because that's where he hit his home runs. But that's obviously not, obviously he's frozen. Buried, frozen. I don't know. Alkaline, I almost called him Alkaline, played mostly in right. I mean, Kurt Gibson is an answer. I think Torrey Hunter was a right fielder. Trying to think of more recent. Let's come back to that one. Mets left field. Is Juan Soto moving to left this year? I thought somebody was moving. Oh, or maybe I'm thinking of center field. I don't know. Ted Yaz Rice Gator. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, because Yaz, again, I know is left field just because I've looked him up enough times. But yeah, he took over for Ted and then Jim Ed and then Greenwell. Boy, what a run, right? What a run at left field for the Red Sox. I mean, all Hall of Famers except for Greenwell, but Greenwell was a very good player in Boston. Let's see. Left field for the Metropolitans. Straw was in right. Bonilla was in right. Boy, this is a hard one for the feud, isn't it? Do they do this on purpose? All right, let's go to the fun ones. Let's do the teams. Let's go with the Mets first. Let's go Mets and Boston. Pedro's probably number one here, right? Or Mo Vaughn. I think Pedro's going to be over Mo Vaughn. Well, this is going to be Fisk, right? Or no, I'm sorry, that's Detroit, not Chicago. Let's go Pedro here. 19%. Possible? Mets and Phillies. Pedro? Pedro again? Mets and Phillies. Lefty? Maybe? Lefty or Phillies and Mets. We can go back a little ways here. Von Hayes. I don't know if Von Hayes ever played for the Mets, but Lenny Dykstra. I mean, this would be the time to use him on Feud Friday. Or I don't know. Should we use Lenny Dykstra? I'm kind of tempted to use Lenny Dykstra, which is something I've never said before. That's a tough one. At least for me. Although I think Detroit and Philadelphia is going to be even harder for me. Let's see here. We got the kid, we got Max. Got Hojo. We've got Rafael Santana, Wally Backman, Dykstra, Straw, who else? George Foster. I don't think George Foster is going to be the key here. What would we put here? Let's go. Just thinking of Phillies. No Pete Incaviglia. Greg Jeffries. I don't care. We're doing it. We're doing it. I don't care. I don't care. We're going Greg Jeffries. It had to be done. 2%. I don't care. It had to be done. Because that should be number one. All right, let's go Detroit. Got Detroit and Boston. Richie Ashburn. I still think Greg Jeffries is a better answer. Detroit. All right, let's name some Tigers, shall we? Ivan Rodriguez, well-known Tiger. Rob Deere would fit here, but he's not going to be number one, unfortunately. Let's see. Chet Lemon. Cecil. Denny McLain. Mickey Lolich. I don't think any of those are going to be number ones. Let's see. Let's go around the horn. Obviously, Lou Whitaker and Alan Trammell are not going to work anywhere. Miggy's not going to work anywhere. See, I brought up Torrey Hunter earlier. Nick Castellanos? I don't know. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that on. I'm wearing the shirt. I guess we'll go with it. Let's see. Recency bias. Wow. Good comms. Very good shout. I would have not come up with Nick Castellanos there. I would have probably looked down at my shirt when I take off this hoodie, and I would have been like, oh. That did get us a Phillies bingo, too, which is nice. Detroit and Boston. Detroit and Boston. What about David Price? We had him earlier. He would work there. If we're doing, I mean, because of recency. Yeah. All right, let's do it. I'm not sure that's number one. That's a good call. I came up with that just as you typed it in. And I know that because there's a delay. Or no, that might mean you got it first. I didn't see it. I said it right as I looked down and I saw yours. That's a shared credit. All right, now we got this left field business. This is not going to be fun. Who can we put here for the Mets? I'm just trying to think of left fielders in general. Because I couldn't tell you who the Mets left fielder is for 2 weeks from now. Left field and Detroit's going to be even harder. Junior Camillario. I don't even know how to say his name. Boy, this is a hard category to try and come up with somebody that is gonna be, because I could put Rajay Davis here. That would be who I would normally put, and then I would put here. I'd probably put Bobby Bowe because he played left field at some point. Do we put Bobby Bowe anyway and just say people just think of the outfield and Bobby Bonilla? I think maybe we do that just because we're getting long on the tooth here. That's a boomer phrase. I apologize for that. Let's put Bobby. This is going to be a really low score. Oh, we could put Bobby Abreu. This is a way to cheat, is just put in a name and then look down them. I mean, Bobby Abreu works. I think that'll be a lower score than Bobby Bonilla even. Let's do it. I want to get this over with. 2%. And then for Detroit left field, we're going to put Kirk Gibson. Not a good, when you score over, well, I guess it's Feud Friday, so we were trying to score high, but we did beat the average rarity score, though. The average score is 8.4, though, so we beat, a 7.7. I guess that's my average rarity score. 7.7. This seems like a pretty easy grid if you're not playing it feud-wise, but all right, how many number ones did we get? 1, 2, Riley Green, obviously the current one. Pedro, Lenny Dykstra. I had to do Jeffries though. Nimmo, Ted Williams, Schmidt, Yaz. All right, so Ricky, we had to use Ricky, so that's a pass. I had to use Greg Jeffries, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 9. I'll take it. I'll take it all week. Done. Done and done. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out this week. This week. Big baseball games on today. 3:30 Pacific time and 5 o'clock. It just does not make sense. These times don't make sense. Let me see again here. They are tonight at 3:30 and 5 o'clock. They're basically saying don't watch Korea Dominican Republic, is what they're saying. Because you're only going to get to see the first like 5 innings of it, and then the marquee game starts. At least the marquee game, I guess, in my mind. I think the Korea Dominican game is going to be better. But whatever, it's baseball. Enjoy it. We're 2 weeks away from opening day. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Everybody have a good weekend. I hope everyone's got nice weather. It's supposed to be like almost 80 degrees. That's middle of summer type weather around here. So I'm not excited about that, but everybody have a good weekend. Stay safe, be good to each other, stay hydrated, and I will see you all on